Oh yeah, man, y'all tuned in to the CB Dub Mix Show Radio live on this segment. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me, man. Good. This that reality check segment, man, we've been talking about, that we've been, saying throughout the day. Let's go on and get to it. Like I said, I'm gonna let all the eyes get in. Let me go on, and if y'all tuned in via Facebook, tap in right now. Let me know if y'all can hear me over the instrumental real clear. I'll probably do this for about 15 minutes, man. So tap in with your boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we've been doing like a lot of talking about relationships and all that type of things that have been going on. As far as on the Facebook today, man, we've been chopping it up on it with a few people. Let me see, man. For one, man, let's get right, to the point before I even start on the questions. You know what I'm saying? Reality checking. The right people just nourish your spirit differently. You know what I mean? Get the right people around you, build with the right people, man, grind with the right people in your relationship, man. You'll see how far and how better your relationship will be. I'm not a relationship expert, but I'm telling you, man, it will work. So the question of the night, though, is, ladies and gentlemen, how many of you can come to the table and match, and I mean physically match, the person you seeking and looking for? Keep it a buck, real spilsky. You know what I mean? How many people that can come right to the table with the person they seeking and looking for, you know what I'm saying, all that, and bring to the table exactly what they bring to the table. That's keeping it real. Like I said, a lot of people now be seeking people that they can't, they be seeking people that's on a whole nother level, but they got their bar set so high that they can't even come to the table with the person they seeking. So, I mean, that's the thing. Can you, how many of you can you really match the person you are looking for and seeking to be in a relationship with? And I had a few people that, I had a handful of people that that spoke up on this topic. Miss Lavetta James, you know what I'm saying? Let me see, Miss Lavetta James said, she can, you know what I mean? And like she made a valid point. It ain't about the money, you know what I'm saying? Even though if you make a move, do that, point blank. Take advantage of that, you know what I'm saying? And they'll run that shit to the ground. Like I said, I've seen that done before. I had it done to me before. You know what I'm saying? It's not a cool thing. A person to sit back nowadays and watch you work 60 and 70 hours a week just not to contribute anything at all, nothing. Won't even bust a sweat. Won't even go get a part-time job or nothing at all. So, I totally agree with the homegirl Monica Washington on that. The homeboy Patrick Wilson said definitely. He said, he had a good thing too. He said, all she got to do is be coachable and not afraid to lose, love God, have real care for humankind. And that's being real. Like I said, at the same time, you're gonna take some losses in relationships along the way. Like I said, every relationship ain't always gonna win right off bat all the time. So it's kind of one of them things you have to sit back and look at the big picture and see it for what it is. So, but it's been a handful. I mean, I can honestly say, the majority of the women that commented on this topic and all that type of stuff, I can at least vouch for at least 50 to 65% of them. And they most definitely can come to the table. You know what I mean? They're out here grinding, working just as hard as the men out here. So it's kind of, when my bro, he got on there, he was like, hey, I can't, but he can show her. You know what I mean? He was being upfront about it. He's like, hey, I work at KFC, but I can drop birds off to her every night. Hey, she ain't gonna go hungry. You know what I'm saying? She is not gonna go hungry. So that's the thing. It don't matter where you working at. You can be working at Burger King, McDonald's, KFC, churches, any of them fast food joints. You know what I'm saying? As long as you grinding, holding your own down, you can hold your own. The main thing is holding your own. If you can hold your own before you even get into a relationship, if you're holding your own before you even get into a relationship, you can definitely hold your own when you get into one. And you make sure that person do the same damn thing. And if that's the case, y'all both gonna be winning. Real talk. You know what I mean? You both gonna win. That's all top. Just real. The homegirl, Amanda White, said some real valid points. She said a lot of women cannot financially match a man. Men predominantly make more money. However, at least be able to support yourself and donate to the nest egg from a financial aspect. That's real. She said if you can't match a man in money, make up for it in other ways by building him up, not down, so that he can be motivated to maintain that extra financial stability. And that's real. She said keep his environment stress-free. Real talk. It's important, meaning clean house, clean clothes, meals cooked, back rubs, organized activities, and kids taken care of, which are all things you should do in and out of the partnership anyway. And I totally agree. Like I said, if a person if a person is doing majority of the work, it ain't nothing wrong with that person having a home cooked meal and having the laundry done when he or she come home, whoever the breadwinner is. I totally agree with that. One of my last relationships, a couple years ago, I was, that I came home, did the cooking, worked, did all the working, did everything else. It was crazy. And it was time to go on about my happy ass way. You know what I'm saying? But she said one huge mistake people make. She said one huge mistake people make in partnerships when it comes to finances and investing in things only one person in the household can maintain, such as house, cars, credit cards, or whatever. You invest as a couple. She have a point. You should be able to carry that weight alone. And that's real. If you can't do it alone, you ain't gonna be able to do it while you're in a relationship. Because as soon as the relationship is over, you're back at square one. She said no one is promised tomorrow. People get sick, people get injured. That's real. You know what I'm saying? If the breadwinner get hurt, you buy a house, only he can fit the bill, or he or she can fit the bill. What happens when he got to go in the hospital for a couple weeks? Your person or whatever, your significant other. You don't never know if your person your significant other gonna lose their job or whatever. He passes away or whatever. Anything can happen. You got to kind of factor that all in. If you don't, you're gonna be lost. So. And Miss Quita Johnson said, sometimes women are so independent to the point they won't let a man be a man. Might match finances, wits, common sense, sensuality. And she have a point. Homeboy Rashid said that's real. So, that's really my take on it is, when you're in these relationships, when you're in these building relationships from the building aspects, look at it like this. If that person you're seeking can't handle their own, while they're alone, you're going to be having to take care of that person in the relationship. Male or females, ladies and gents, hear me out again. If that person you're seeking can't handle their own, they ain't got their own place, their own car, their own transportation, their own job, got their hand out, that means 9 times out of 10, that person you're seeking, you're going to end up taking care of damn near that whole relationship. That's just keeping it a buck. I'm a firm believer in, make sure the person you seeking you can match. That person may come with everything. So you make sure you damn near come with everything. Now, you ain't got to be making $80,000 a year with them, but at least come with making something. You know what I'm saying? Being able to maintain your bills and your things at home. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can't, that means you're going to be a liability. So you got to think about that, at the end of the day. So just, let's keep it real. I didn't want to, have it. A few people probably was kind of pissed off at the post. Normally I get a lot of women that comment on these posts I be making, but this one's particularly real dry. And, so it's kind of one of them things where I knew, I'm like, well, hey, this kind of probably touched a few nerves and probably rubbed a few people the wrong way. But at the end of the day, hey, it's reality. It's a harsh reality. One of the guys made a post I've been commenting on early this morning, and it was asking, why are men single? Why have you not found your queen? And my reply to some of those was, I really ain't found my queen because the chicks I've been running into lack motivation, lack goals. You know what I mean? A lot of the guys was disagreeing, and some of the guys, I guess, was trying to get brownie points on the post. But one of the ladies got on there like, hey, if a person 30 years and over and they ain't got no motivation, they ain't got no goals in life, you can't push that person to do that. They got to push themselves. And 9 times out of 10, if they 30 years and over and they ain't got no goals and no motivation, they probably ain't gonna be goal orientated or motivated for the rest of their life. They're just keeping it a buck. So, it's kind of one of them things. One of the guys was like, hey, man, you can't be thinking like that. You might find the next Michelle Obama may be sitting right in front of you. I'm like, well, hey, I tried that a few times. You know what I'm saying? I had a bunch of Felicias from Friday. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't came across, no Michelle Obamas yet. Have I came across some great women? Yes. Have I came across some great, hardworking, independent women? Yes, I have. Some I clicked with, some I haven't. Some I'm great friends with as of the day. And that's just pretty much about what it is, you know. So it's kind of one of them things, man. You got to look at it at the end of the day, man. Man and female, ladies and gents, you have to keep your eyes open for these homosexuals. This wintertime is coming around. These homosexuals typically don't have a place to go, car to drive, place to eat at, place to shit at, or anything like that. They try to find a person to have all them damn things and blend in with them, male and females. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it a buck. You have to keep your eyes out for that type of individuals, because it's crazy out here. You know, you'll be putting a motherfucking trick bag and not even know it. Like I said, so you got to kind of watch them. You know, that's what people be like, well, man, what was the hobos? You know, those what the homosexuals are. They people that come into relationships without nothing, and they looking to gain off your hustle. They looking to grind off your hustle. They looking to shine off your hustle. You know what I'm saying? They ain't bringing nothing to the table. Nothing. They bringing nothing but drama, headaches. You know what I'm saying? Financial problems, badass kids if they got them. They can't control them. Some of them ain't even got their kids. So you have to look at the big picture. If you don't, you're gonna fall victim to the game. And there's a lot of people that fell victim to the game. So that's my take on it, you know. And that's just what it is. Like I said, I was gonna do it. I told I was gonna keep a little 15-minute show. Like I said, y'all feel free to share the live radio link and all that good stuff. Like I said, we're gonna be doing these reality checks. I'm gonna try to do these like on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and then I'll be doing the CBW Mix Show Radio on Saturdays from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. So y'all make sure y'all tune in and all that good stuff, man. There's gonna be some real good things going on. The talk radio gonna be pretty much having like reality check talks, politic talks, what's going on, parenting things, events that's going on, all that type of stuff. You know, like I said, a lot of different type of things, you know. So make sure y'all stay tuned in and rock with me and all that type of stuff. Share the video. Make sure y'all go subscribe to the Spreaker app, man. Download it so you can stay in tune. So when y'all know I go live, it's going to pop up on your phone, your tablets, or whatever, you know. So check that out. Definitely for sure. Like I said, salute to everybody that been supporting me, man. The fans, like they've been supporting the News Feed Killers, the Pull Up Kings, Oklahoma Car Club movement. Y'all know what's going down. October 7th, the Four Ways Car Club will be doing the 6th annual picnic. Y'all make sure y'all pull up, man. It's going to be real official. Like I said, y'all seen the video that Reed's post. Also, go check out Reed's Mr. Reed's photos on his Facebook page, man. If you didn't get a chance to make it down to that Dub Dallas Car Show. So, I'm about to be up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. Peace.